Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
A big-time actor is opening a new venture in Vegas, and it'll be sure to get you moving. Thanks for joining us on 7 at 7 tonight. I'm Lena Bleetz. We begin with top stories sponsored by Nevada Hand Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. Family members of the 4 people killed in a house fire last week say they are looking for answers to a million unknown questions. The fire on Langhorne Creek Street took the lives of 43-year-old Abdul Adim, his daughters 7-year-old Anaya and 6-year-old Aliyah, and his brother 48-year-old Ibrahim Snoop Adim. Sanait Adim and her 5-year-old son Aman jumped from a 3rd-story window, and her brother-in-law Awet Adim said today that the jump saved both their lives. Abdul's other surviving son, Elijah Adim, spoke about the caring qualities of his sister Anaya and the toughness of Aliyah. Awet said he has a specific request about the upcoming funeral.
So I didn't want to leave anybody out, and I want everybody to come celebrate, not to cry, more to celebrate and laugh and remember them in a good way.
A retired Metro Police sergeant accused of stealing money from massage parlors while on duty plans to plead guilty. Police say Sean Lucero made ill-gotten cash deposits totaling over $3,700 that often corresponded to days when he took part in operations at massage parlors that were suspected of offering sex work. Lucero's attorney says he will plead guilty to charges of attempted theft and oppression. His sentence has not been agreed upon, but Lucero is due back in court on November 7th. Major road closures are expected this Sunday as about 6,000 runners participate in the new Las Vegas Marathon. The race will take runners from Red Rock Canyon along Charleston Boulevard to downtown Las Vegas. Roads are scheduled to begin closing at 4 a.m. Sunday with the goal of reopening by about 12:30 Sunday afternoon. For a full list of road closures and the rolling reopening schedule, visit lvrj.com. After nearly 2 weeks, today was the final day of early voting, with over 940,000 Nevadans casting their votes, almost half of registered voters. As the final days tick down before Election Day on Tuesday, both vice presidential nominees will make stops in Las Vegas on Saturday. Governor Tim Walz will host Get Out the Vote events around the valley, and Senator J.D. Vance will hold a rally at the Whitney Recreation Center. In business, brought to you by G Bank, your best banking experience ever. Actor Mark Wahlberg announces his latest endeavor in Las Vegas, a gym.
Okay, the lease is signed. It's actually happening. Municipal Gym, Fitness and Recovery, powered by EOS, is coming right here to Summerlin in Vegas.
The Vegas resident announced the news on his Instagram. Named after his sportswear company, Municipal Gym will be located in downtown Summerlin. It will feature not only fitness, but also a juice bar, a cafe, retail and apparel, vitamins and supplements. Single-day tickets for all 3 nights of the Las Vegas Grand Prix are now on sale. Formula One is offering cheaper prices, in part to draw more local fans. Tickets range from $99 for the first night of practice on November 21st to $700 on race night, November 23rd. In weather, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing. Enjoy a nice partly cloudy evening with light winds and an overnight low of 51 degrees, and the clouds are expected to come and go over the weekend with a high of 68 and low of 51 on Saturday, and a high of 67 and low of 51 with a 5% chance of rain on Sunday. Then starting next week with sunny skies on Monday, high of 67 and low of 45. Then some possible clouds Tuesday and Wednesday before rounding out the week with the return of the sunshine. Highs in the mid to upper 60s and lows in the mid 40s all week. In health, brought to you by Centerwell Senior Primary Care. Discover primary care focused on you. It's time to turn back your clocks 1 hour this weekend as daylight saving time ends. Will officially fall back at 2 a.m. Sunday. Clark County officials have some reminders to prepare for the change. First, make sure your smoke alarm and its batteries are in working order. Also, check your carbon monoxide alarms. And use your headlights when you're driving because of diminished daylight after the time change.
Sports brought to you by PT's Taverns. With over 65 locations, there's a PT's near you. Visit ptstaverns.com. The Golden Knights will look to remain undefeated on their home ice this season as they welcome the Utah Hockey Club to T-Mobile Arena on Saturday at 7 p.m. However, the Knights have not yet captured a road win this season, dropping their last game 6-3 to the LA Kings. Despite the loss, they're still on top of the Pacific Division, 1 point ahead of the Kings. Utah has won once in their last 5 games and are coming off of a 5-1 loss to the Calgary Flames.
In your lifestyle news, brought to you by LV Craft Shows, has been bringing you the finest craft and gift shows since 1999. Visit lvcraftshows.com for our upcoming events. For the first time in 13 years, the Lee Canyon Ski Resort is launching its winter season early. Thanks to a cold snap and the Lee Canyon snowmaking team, the Spring Mountains Resort northwest of Las Vegas is opening its slopes on Saturday. The resort will still hold its annual Pray for Snow gathering from 1 to 4 p.m. on Saturday at the Bristlecone Bar. But the man-made snowmaking began last week and continued all this week to prepare for opening day.
Vegas Nation, brought to you by Station Casinos, STN Sports. Download the app today. It's been almost 1 year to the day since Antonio Pierce took over as head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. He spoke in reflection of what that year has meant to him and how he's grown since first taking over the team.
I have a better understanding of our team, a better understanding of what we need to do to fix things, and we got to constantly keep doing that. And I think that's the best part about this job, that it's never finished, right? I could be here hopefully 10 more years from now, and I'm probably have to say the same thing. You know, I got something more to work on, something more to do.
Sports betting brought to you by the Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. Saturday's college football schedule is highlighted by an old-school Big Ten clash when Ohio State visits Penn State. The Buckeyes are 3.5-point favorites at Caesars Sportsbook, with Penn State at plus 140 on the money line. The total is 45.5. In the ACC, SMU is a 7.5-point home favorite over Pitt. The Panthers are plus 240 on the money line, and the total is 58. Also, Army is favored by 22 points over Air Force, with the Falcons plus 10.50 on the money line. The total is 41.
Now for entertainment, sponsored by Arizona Charlie's, with live entertainment every weekend at both locations. Go to ArizonaCharlies.com to see who's playing. Since the 1980s, a British duo is still rocking and adding more shows in Las Vegas. LVRJ entertainment columnist John Katzlamidas tells us about the kind of residency.
They once said everybody wants to rule the world, but Tears for Fears currently rules Blue Live Theatre at Fontainebleau. The British duo is sold out through this weekend and is coming back, riding a wave of demand. January 31st, February 1st, February 5th, and February 7th of 2025. Kurt Smith and Roland Orzabal have found a sweet spot at the theater, which usually books just one-offs and not residencies. We're going to call this kind of a residency.
Thanks for watching 7 at 7 tonight. Watch 7 at 7 twice a day, Monday through Friday, and search Review Journal to follow us on your favorite streaming platform. See you Monday morning for more 7 at 7.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.